Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Ebiessporttalk. And today we have a special guest from Pakistan Karachi. It's Fariz. Fariz, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Evie. Always pleasuring coming in your show.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the ODI Super League and World Test Championship. Super League, there's still two spots up for grab for direct qualification, and it's between Afghanistan, South Africa, Ireland, and Sri Lanka. Afghanistan have 12 matches left. SA has 5, Sri Lanka 6, and Ireland have 3 matches. So far, which team do you think, which two will make it to direct qualification, the last two spots?
Maybe I was hoping, as a fan, as a neutral fan, I was hoping SA would make it, but seeing in the, future circumstances, their series got cancelled. We were also talking in the WhatsApp group with Sahil. He was also saying that, cricket, South Africa might cancel their series with Australia because it was colliding with another series that is, scheduled in place.
League, with the SA20 league.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think I was also disappointed by this stance because international cricket is more important, and as we were talking in another instance, that international cricket is more important. Your country cricket is more important rather than playing and organizing super leagues. Like if that league would have been Pakistan Super League, I also would have supported and said the same. But considering as a fan, considering the 50 over format's beauty, I think it's very injustice. I hope they make and they will schedule some matches in FTP now. More than you will tell now that what the circumstances are. And also the two teams, with my prediction, you can say that my prediction and my instance would be on that both teams, that I think South Africa and Ireland. I think these two teams have pretty much fancy. I think that the two teams can go beyond, after playing in the CWC Super League stage. I think they can go, both teams can go,
I think just to say, I think Ireland can't come through if SA make it through, because Ireland can only get to 98 points. So then it'll be Afghanistan, because Afghanistan is already on 100.
If there is a race between Afghanistan and Sri Lanka, then I think Sri Lanka is favored, because considering their form, they have played good cricket, and I think they can make it if they play positively.
Yeah, and considering Ireland's series against Bangladesh is still a long way off. It's 5 months or 6 months. I mean, late April, May next year. So in that time, they'll already know if they in or they out, because Sri Lanka are playing this week, Friday, already starting Sri Lanka-Afghanistan series.
Exactly.
So we'll know from Sri Lanka and Afghanistan who's out of the race, basically. And then after that, Afghanistan have 3 big series against Pakistan, Australia, and India. So that will be challenging for them. But if they manage to win 1 or 2 matches here against Sri Lanka, they are safe.
Exactly. Afghanistan, have played good cricket in the, short formats, but I think in the long format, they do lack of batting approach. And I think their bowling is sometimes good because of Rashid and other bowlers, but I think batting is very poor.
So South Africa, their route, they have 3. First up is that 3-match ODI series after the SA20 against England, which is going to be a tough series, and then 2 matches against Netherlands. 2 matches against Netherlands, I think they should win. I don't think Netherlands will have the team that played in the World Cup, those players available, since County is starting already at that time. And England will be full strength. Jofra Archer is expected to make his comeback in that series. So England, I think, will be a tough series. I don't know if SA will win. I'm seeing maybe a 2-1 win, and then winning the 2 matches there against Netherlands.
But you think that South Africa, while playing Netherlands in their backyard, do you think they will, affect their previous memory, their previous loss against them, like in the World Cup group stage? You think that will affect them, or South Africa then thrash them easily?
I think it's going to be a different team. No Rabada, no Nokia. They will be at PSL and then IPL, the main team that played in the World Cup as well for South Africa. It's going to be a young team, so it'll be interesting to see what they do.
And what will be the bowlers? Like we have seen Nokia and Rabada, they are main bowlers. So which will be the main
You
bowlers
could see
that will
that young Gerald Coetzee up and coming. You could see Lizard Williams maybe, Dwayne Oliver, Luto Sipamla if he's performing, Rian Mulder, Dwayne Pretorius probably will be at the IPL. Who else? Marco Janssen if
Williams,
he's
I
still
think.
available, and if not Marco Janssen, his brother John Janssen could be there.
Yes, I was talking about you. I was remembering that Johnson may get a chance, and also Lizard Williams. I have seen if he is not a very express bowler. He is, fast medium or a medium fast bowler. You can say that. He also played series against Pakistan. I think in SA was in 2021, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he debuted against
So
Pakistan.
okay, and he was in the squad in the T20 World Cup also, but didn't get a chance. If I'm
He
correct.
was in the reserves. Yeah, he was in the reserves.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that while playing the, fantasy league, I noticed that his name was there, but he
Oh,
didn't get a chance.
okay. And then I think one more bowler might be Magala, and then you could see Ryan Rickelton, Zubair Hamza, maybe Brevis as the batting, Stubbs, and then
But
Brevis
do
and
you think
Stubbs
that,
would leave
but
later for
that
the
will be too
IPL.
early. But you
Uh,
think that will be too early to include Brevis because he is also, included in the draft of the PSL also in diamond category. So what do
uh,
you think about?
they would have had the whole season already. Domestic season would have been finished by then, so they could have seen what Brevis is doing across all three formats. So if he's in good
Okay,
form, then I don't think it will be too early. They've done that with De Villiers before. They included him at 19-20, and it didn't go wrong.
okay,
So it will be a brave call.
okay. Thanks.
So for me,
And
I think South Africa and Afghanistan, because Afghanistan just need the one win. But if not Afghanistan, I think Sri Lanka will come through. West Indies will fall off. They have no matches left. They just have to watch. And Ireland, the three matches. So basically, if Sri Lanka and South Africa win 4 matches, 3 or 4 matches from yes, Ireland is out of the race. And now moving on to the World Test Championship. So three teams who have their faith in control is Pakistan, SA, and Australia. They win their matches from here, they're in the final. Starting with Pakistan. Pakistan, they win their 5 matches, they basically guarantee a spot in the final because SA and Australia, that result kind of knocks out one of the teams. And then it will be, if SA lose, it's a shootout. Either India or Australia will join Pakistan in the final. So what are your thoughts on that?
and
Who do you think will be in the final?
considering Pakistan matches are, home matches, so it will help them eventually because England is also scheduled to play the series coming up in few days. Also, the squad is announced. We will talk about that also. We
Yeah.
will have a, point of view about that also. And also, Pakistan matches are all home matches. So I think it can benefit Pakistan if they prepare flat pitches, if they prepare bowling pitches. So I think they will definitely, it will help them. Plus the conditions in the winter usually, the ball seems around in early morning stage, but in the later afternoon it dies down. So I think it will be also a challenge for the curators how they will make a pitch after Ramizala said that during the Australian tour the pitches were very poor. So let's see how the pitch behaves now.
So considering Pakistan's chances, do you think they can win all 5 Test matches? 3 against England, 2 against New Zealand.
I think if they play positively, it's not very difficult, but it's not a very possible result also. But if they play positive cricket, I think they can make it.
Yeah. So seeing if they do win the 5 matches, by the calculations that I've done, then Pakistan are guaranteed in the final, because either Australia or South Africa will knock each other out in that series, Australia versus South Africa. And then India have to win all 6 matches, but they also have to hope that certain things go in their favor. And South Africa beating Australia, if they win, then it depends on you. West Indies can beat South Africa. But at that same time, if Australia win 4-0 against India, they still go to only 68%, and Pakistan will be sitting on 69 if they win their 5 out of 5. So Pakistan by then would probably be uh, guaranteed to finish top unless South Africa beat West Indies, then South Africa will come top. But otherwise, Pakistan would top the league. But is looking Australia South Africa series will be a decider, and now Pakistan. When
Okay.
Pakistan the margin for error is very less. Losing one match, they end up on 61%. So for me, at the moment, favorites are Australia because they have a bit of this thing. They can lose maybe 2 matches out of the 9 matches they have left. But I'm saying Australia front runners and South Africa might come. But I think either India or Pakistan are going to come into the final.
But what if I have a question? What if Pakistan win 3 and lost 2? Then what will be the margin?
3 and lost 2, then it depends on South Africa losing to West Indies and India losing to Australia 4-0 could bring Pakistan
And
back
South
into the.
Africa West Indies series is in South Africa, or is it scheduled in West Indies?
It's in South Africa. West Indies South Africa series is in South Africa.
Because they last played in the Windies, and now I think they will play in South Africa.
Yeah, they last played in 2021 June, which was a bit of a confusing series because it counted for the WTC, and South Africa. Everyone thought that okay, prize money is sorted, and then South Africa won 2-0, and they came to 5th, and Pakistan dropped to 6th.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that it was a rescheduled series. It was supposed to happen in 2020, September 2020, when the IPL happened, and West Indies cancelled because their players were going to the IPL. They said they want to reschedule, so CSA said okay.
Great. So, moving forward, I have a question also. Although I'm a guest, but I have a question. What are your thoughts on the squad announced today by Mohammad Wasim? What do you think about this squad? In my opinion, I think 1 or 2 players could have been there, although it's a very good and balanced squad. But young new lads have been, included. Like, how do you see Haris Rauf included in the test team, as
I
he is
think
a main
Haris
bowler
Rauf
in
is
the test
a
team?
good inclusion. I would have probably left Mohammad Wasim Jr. out and put in Mir Hamza. Mir Hamza, I heard that he
Yes.
wasn't playing the Qadi Azam Trophy last few rounds since his son or daughter was sick, so he took leave, so he wasn't available. But he was
And
available for
also,
selection, so I don't know why they didn't select him.
people are, also I think Wasim, I was reading a post somewhere. Mohammad Wasim has said that according to PCB sources, I have, cleared that post. I have seen that post that, not Mohammad Wasim, I have seen that post on social media. According to PCB sources, he is injured and that's why he has not been picked. Otherwise, he was on the cards on the, pick on the series.
Okay. I saw on YouTube a Pakistani journalist saying that his child is sick, that's why he took leave. He's not injured.
Okay, so if there are certain news, but I think injury news, I think it's more prominent, I think.
And another one, I think maybe different. Maybe not. Noman Ali hasn't been performing much. Maybe why not
Okay.
Yasir Ali or Zafar Gor as a spinner?
But as I've said, Zafar Gor, I think he is more of a, I think better white ball cricketer than a red ball. And I think new leg spinner have been given chance. Abrar Ahmed, which I was mentioning in the group also, he, made his debut in the Karachi Kings while playing in the 2016. Although he has played a lot of first class cricket, but he emerged as a, leg spinner when Karachi Kings did a season hunt into 2016 in the early stages of PSL when it was the first season. So Ibrar Ahmed, emerged from that, and he hails from Karachi. He also, is a regular part of the Sindh team who plays in the domestic round of matches, and he has got a good record. And he was also on the cards to pick for the to be picked for the team because Pakistan are having a lack of spinner and as Yasir Shah is struggling continuously. So and Mohammad Sajid, who was earlier a part of the team, who was an off spinner, was also not picking wickets in the Australia series. So that is why I think he has been included. Now let's see and wait and perform what he does with the ball.
Yeah, if I'm correct, Abrar and Mohammad Ali, the fast bowler being selected, are the top 2 bowlers in the current Qazi Azam Trophy.
Exactly. Mohammad Ali, not 2 top bowlers. I was watching the Tanveer Ahmed video. He was very criticizing the fast bowler. I think if you remember, who played in 2010 series against New Zealand, if you remember.
Against New Zealand, which fast bowler?
He was a medium fast bowler and ball around 137 to 140 maximum pace. He made his debut there in the Test series and also in the one day series. I will send you a clip, then you will remember.
Okay.
So I think he mentioned that Muhammad Ali has overall record of 26 match. He has played 26 matches and has picked up, I think, 86 wickets. And in this season, he has played 12 matches and picked up around 26 wickets. So he said there are a lot of other bowlers also who also could have been picked, but he was not very happy with Muhammad Ali. Now let's see how the young lads perform. But
I
I was
don't
hoping maybe they could have
I don't think he'll
included
be
Mohammad
first
Abbas,
choice. I think
but they didn't.
they'll go to Mohammad Wasim Jr., Haris Rauf, and Naseem Shah first, and Fahim
Yes,
Ashraf.
exactly. Fahim Ashraf has been a very fresh call that he has been included in the test team, long awaited. I was also mentioning in the group earlier and earlier, so that Fahim Ashraf should have been developed as a good all rounder now. Like we see England with the left Ben Stokes, although we cannot compare both, but Fahim Ashraf played
They have Ben
good cricket
Stokes,
in
they
the
have Sam Curran, Chris Wokes.
Sorry, not Ben Stokes. Fahim Ashraf played good cricket against SA, also against you guys when the
Yeah,
home series was, and also in the New Zealand. If you remember, he made a crucial partnership along with I think Fawad Alam. It was, or he made a very crucial batch of runs there. And Naseem Shah and Fahim Ashraf, they stretched to the long very on the fifth day, and Pakistan almost won that won the first match in the New Zealand in 2021 season, but they somehow lost to the brilliant catch taken by Mitchell Sedner, and I think Pakistan lost that match by 3 or 7 runs if I remember it correctly. It was a very close match. In that match, Fahim Ashraf played brilliant cricket, and I think he made 87 odd runs. So he has performed good with the bat. So I think he should have been given a consistent chance. But let's see how he performs now.
yeah, he's been good. I've seen a couple of good innings from him. He's been contributing with the bat and with the ball. He's been playing more of a role where he's just there to reduce the run rate and hold one end and allow for the other bowlers to attack from the other end. He hasn't been a wicket taker. He's more of a stock bowler for Pakistan. So he's been doing his role good. So I think it's good to see him back in the team. Last question. Between the young spinner Abrar and Zaid Mahmood, who do you think would get the first go between the two leg spinners?
I think Zahid Mahmood has not bowled that brilliantly. I think Babar Azam will be trying to, indulge a young spinner, and I think Mohammad Abrar will be tried in the first test match, I think, in Rawalpindi, depending on the pitch conditions, how they are making the pitch. If there is a less spin-friendly track, then I think then they will not include maybe Abrar. If there is a track with the spinning conditions work, then I think they will go with Abrar. But there are, in my opinion, there are 50 to 70% chances of Abrar being picked because he has performed very well in the first class wicket, like Mohammad Wasim was mentioning again and again. So they have showed faith in him, and I think they should give him a go because he has performed very well in the ongoing season of the Qaeda Trophy, and I think in the 2 seasons he has performing very well. So let's see, how he will go. And coming on to Zahid Mahmood made his debut against you guys in the 2021 season,
Yeah,
but
he
in
did.
limited format, but in a limited overs format. He
Yeah.
also, was a part of the Pakistan squad that went to South Africa. He bowled also there, but he didn't bowl very well. He was looping the ball. He was continuously fighting the ball, but was also going plenty. I think David Miller, if I remember, smashed him for a few runs also. And like in the series that he played in Pakistan against Africa in 2021, he bowled good. He in the first T20, that I think he picked up three wickets also. So he is a good bowler to
I
have in
don't
your
think he
team.
played here in
I think,
South Africa. I think Shadab Khan was backing the team.
okay, if I was maybe confused with the home series and the South
Yeah.
African series.
I think he played after
So yeah.
that when they went to Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, if he
He
was
was
there, I
part of the
think.
squads, but I don't think he played here in South Africa. He played in Zimbabwe.
Okay. in the innings which Fakhar Zaman made 190 something. So I think he was in that series also in the T20, not in the one day T20.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I referring back to him, he has ball well in the limited over format, but not played a very crucial role. So I think they will go with Abrar.
So if the choice is they're going to go with three seamers, Mohammad Wasim, Naseem Shah, and Haris Rauf, and one spinner, so that means Noman Ali or Abrar. So do you think Abrar will get picked or Noman Ali?
Like I have mentioned, they will try him, but depending on the track, I think they will be more comfortable with three seamers and maybe one leg spinner. I think, in my opinion. But if they prepare a track which is not that very spin friendly, then they will go with Noman. I think because
Okay.
in Rawalpindi, the traditional you have seen also Naseem Shah taking hat trick against Bangladesh in that particular Test match in 2020. So there is a bit of moisture around in the pitch and early start, which will produce, which will be good for Pakistani bowlers to extract
Yeah.
wickets if they want to toss.
Even in
But later on,
2021, when SA2 had the seamers caused trouble for
exactly,
both
Hassan,
teams.
I think bamboozled also South Africa, taking a 3 wicket or 5 wicket haul, if I remember correctly. Hassan Ali
Yeah.
was very sensitive in this
Yeah.
series. So I think if they prepare a track like for saving condition, they will not pick Abrar because his confidence might get dented. In Karachi, maybe we can see him because Karachi track is more of a spinner friendly, I think. And in Lahore, I think there will be there. If you can recall the schedule, I am not forgetting. If there is a match in Lahore or not, the
No,
second test
Multan.
match.
It's
Okay.
Rawalpindi, Karachi, and then Multan.
Yes, Rawalpindi is more of a seamer-friendly track in my cricket that I have seen, and Multan is a bit of balance of both. And Karachi, we will see more of a reverse swing pitches, but in the later on stage, it will help the leg spinner also. So we see, I think, Abrar in the second test match, but they should go him if the track is spin friendly in Rawalpindi.
Yeah, so I agree with you that if it's more of a seamer-friendly track for the first test match, they should play Noman Ali and not put Abrar there in case his confidence gets dented. And with the way England play, the style they play, the brand of cricket they attack, I think it will be a good choice if it's a seamer-friendly, more flat deck, nothing for the spinner to keep him out and play him in the second test match, because with England his confidence could get dented.
Exactly, exactly.
And now, considering England, they don't really have a threatening spinner. They've only come with Jack Leach, and then probably Joe Root and Liam Livingston might bowl a bit of spin. And then they got their five seamers: Craig Overton, James Anderson, Mark Wood, Ollie Robertson, and Ben Stokes himself, the captain. What do you think? How will Pakistan approach their bowling attack, because they don't have a spinner that's threatening enough?
I think I think Pakistan can relax little bit because they are playing in their own condition. But England, in the last time they toured Pakistan in T20I series also, although they were playing their B team, you can say that, but they give very strong competition to Pakistan, and I think Pakistan will be more bamboozled. I think by the pace of the bowlers if they bowl their heart out like Wood bowled their Wood recently. Luke Wood and Mark Wood bowled brilliantly in the T20 series. Although the pitches were flat, but they bowled their heart out. If the England bowlers bowl like this, I think then will Pakistan will be bit of in trouble. But considering that Pakistan is playing in their own conditions, I think it's 70-30, 70 Pakistan and 30% to England for winning the series.
For me, I think same 70-30. But I think from Pakistan, England's bowling, Pakistan have to watch out for Leach, although he's not a threatening bowler. He's there as a defensive bowler, and he's going to be there to stop the runs and allow the ball to be worked on so they can get some reverse swing. And if up front it will swing, and then again with reverse swing, Jimmy Anderson and Ollie Robertson are going to be very dangerous. There's no Stuart Broad here, but Ollie Robertson and Jimmy Anderson will be very dangerous with the moving ball. And then Mark Wood with his pace it will make it tough.
Exactly.
So I think Pakistan are going to have to be smart, and now they're not allowing them to get their way. Maybe target Jack Leach, like how other teams have targeted, and push him off the attack and force them to use the fast bowlers more, which will probably then give
Exactly.
even advantage, maybe even move it up to 80-20. So it'll be an interesting series to see. And also around that time, South Africa, Australia would have started. So that will be an interesting
And South
series.
Africa will be playing in the down under or their home.
Yeah, in Australia. So you have seen South Africa's
Okay.
squad. I thought I was not too happy with the batting, but recently they just had a domestic round of games, and the batsmen in the squad scored big. Alga scored 137, the captain, and then Henry Klassen scored 292. Kyle Verreynne, the
Actually, you
wicketkeeper,
have to
scored 201. I know
you
it's
have
SA
to
domestic, but it's giving the batsmen some confidence. But I'm still not too confident on their batting. What do you think about
oh,
SA's batting?
I think you have to first recall me the squad also because I have forgotten. If you can quickly take the names, so I
The
can
squad
comment on.
is Dean Alga, Cyril Area, Themba Bavuma, Rasif van der Dussen, Tinus de Bruin, Henry Klassen, Kyle Verreynne, Simon Hamam Maharaj, Rabada, Nokia, Ingidi, Glenton Stearman, and Gerald Kutsia.
Okay.
And Kaya Zondo.
So
Kaya Zondo is in the
okay,
team as well.
I think I have. Although it's looking like a very balanced squad, but I think four
Oh, and Janssen
debutants.
is there as well. Marco Janssen. Forgot about him.
I think four debutants are playing in this series, if I'm not wrong, because I've
No,
listed
one.
on the
Gerald
first.
Kutsia only.
Okay. So I
Tinus
have
de
not.
Bruin is a recall, and then Zondo and Klassen have already made their debut.
Klassen I know, but the names you took in the end, I forgot.
Kaya
Forgotten them.
Zondo and Gerald Kutsia.
Yes.
Yeah, Kutsia is the only debutant. The others have played, I think, against New Zealand. Stearman debuted and Zondo debuted against Bangladesh when they were here earlier this year.
And considering Bamuma's form, I think he should have been given a rest. I think he didn't perform very well in all the formats of the game, and also not in the T20 World Cup. Also his captaincy, uh, lacking skills, if I'm not wrong. Although his team almost managed to play a semi-final, but I think his own form is, cursing the team. So I think he should have been rested. And Dean Elgar is a good choice. He batted very well in
Dean
every
Elgar is
series that
the
have.
captain of the Test side.
Yes.
And
Last
Bavuma's form in red ball is not that bad. White ball, yes.
Okay.
Red ball, it's been good.
Okay. The last time I saw Dean Engel, I think it was against England. He performed very well with the looping ball. So I think it's a very good squad, especially the batsman to watch out will be Rassi Vanderdussen. He is my favorite batsman from SA. He bats like he's a lanky guy. Also bats like Jack Ellis. If I do a comparison, so he is very aggressive batsman. Like he debuted in the 2019 World Cup. So batsmen will be to watch out. I think in this series will be Dean Elgar and Rassi Vanderdussen. I think these two can be a pain and headache for the opposition. And the bowlers, like you have mentioned, Nokia is a good bowler in the test matches. So I think he will do justice with his talent.
Okay. And they've dropped Markham and brought back Tinus de Bruin. Tinus de Bruin is not a bad batsman. He's been performing. He performed with SAA. He's been doing well with the Titans back here, playing for the Pretoria team. So the team does look good. A bit doubted on the batting, but I think they can do well. I think that's it for the show. Thank you for coming on the show, Faris. And Assalamu alaikum to the viewers.
Alaikum salam. Allah Hafiz.